We're at Scratch DJ Academy in downtown Manhattan, where Tim Martell, a DJ for how many years?
19 years.
What's your DJ name? It can't be Martello.
My DJ name's Tim Martell, and I used Martell because my grandfather was a horse trainer and used Martell as a stage name, so out of respect to him, I used Martell as my DJ name.
And you're gonna try and make me into a DJ today.
We are gonna make you into a DJ
Did you come up with a name? I have to have a name.
I think DJ Out of Bounds kind of flows.
All right, we can work with that. We can work with it, and I probably will be out of bounds with what I'm doing. Let's talk about DJ in general. I mean, just the growth is huge of people wanting to do this. What are sort of the 3 basic components to being a really good DJ?
Well, you have your technical skill, which would be really your hand, record control, which involves scratching. You also have track selection.
Just picking the right songs and knowing
absolutely.
what comes next. Nothing's worse than when you're at a wedding and there's like a great song going and it just, whoa, they take you down.
Right, and that kind of leads into the third one, which is really your ability to transition, and your transitions going from one song into another.
You co-founded in 2002 Scratch Music Group with the late Jam Master Jay of Run DMC. You were one teaching academy then. You're huge now. How many prongs to this empire are there?
So we're in New York, Miami, LA. We're on 9 cruise ships and 4 Caribbean resorts.
You still teach at the academies.
That's right.
But you also do huge sort of corporate events.
That's right.
As well as you have DJs who will do weddings. What draws people to being a DJ over, say, like just taking up the guitar or taking up the piano?
I think DJs are aspirational role models in our culture. I think they are, well, I know they're generally at the, kind of the apex of their peer circles. So they're trend setters, they're trend observers, they're problem solvers, they're creative. They're just cool people. And everyone kind of wants to know the DJ, be the DJ, and I'm the same.
All right, so you first met Jam Master Jay when you were 12 years old?
That's
How did
right.
that happen?
Well, I was actually on my way to San Diego to play in a tennis tournament, and Run DMC was on their way to San Diego to perform. We were on the same plane, and he was kind enough to sit next to me on the plane and take pictures with me at the airport.
But you saved this, and then many years later, this came back to basically help you link up with him for this business.
That's exactly right. The first time I re-met him was in the green room of the Letterman show. And I pitched him the business idea, and I said, you know what, Jay, this is not the first time we met.
It's a great shot. Good thing you kept it.
I love it. I love my puka beads and my Sony Walkman.
Yeah, it's hot. Time for my lesson, time to live up to DJ Out of Bounds. All right, let's start with scratching.
Okay. The key scratches that you would learn are the baby scratch, drag, and scribble.
Okay.
The baby scratch, the way it is you keep your hand at 9 o'clock, and what you'll do is you'll go forward with the record, maybe to like 10, and then back to 9. So you want that turntable to keep on spinning, because that's where we're gonna get our friction from. And you're also doing something that's important, is you're keeping your hand flat, because you don't wanna use your fingers. When you get to more advanced hand movements, you're always gonna wanna have more control out of your elbow, shoulder, and wrist, and not your fingers.
Sorry, I didn't hear a word you just said. I was too busy with my scratching. No, I'm just kidding.
Drag scratch, it's exactly like it sounds. You're actually dragging out the sound that's on the record. Still keeping my hand flat. Good, exactly. And then the opposite of the drag is a scribble. We're gonna do that rapidly. Lift up my hand a little bit to give it a little bit of leverage, so it's easier to go back.
Kind of like scrubbing your bathtub.
That baby scratch hand movement is our way to keep in tempo and release the record or drop that one.
Keeping tempo with the current song that's playing.
Correct.
So it's basically so you don't have that big jolt between like someone stops one song and then it's a cold start into a next song.
Exactly.
The artistry of DJing is so that it's seamless, so you never have to stop moving on the dance floor.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then
release.
And then release.
Right.
Or drop.
Drop.
Right. Drop.
Let's use the right lingo. Drop.
Got fancy.
What are my odds of becoming a DJ?
If you put in time and practice, it could come pretty quickly.
It could come.